For the past 30 years, the Federal Road Safety Commission has gone through a series of evolutions to emerge as the nation's major traffic management agency. Today, the Commission is embracing technology and innovation in the discharge of its duties. But how has the Commission fared in its service delivery to Nigerians? This week's episode of the program takes a look at road traffic management.
Hello there, thank you for joining me on the program this week. I'm Gloria Umezuke. Established in 1988 as an interventionist agency to address the menace of road accidents, the Federal Road Safety Commission has made efforts to reduce road crashes at its minimal, and it currently stands at 4,418 in 2017. I had a conversation with the Co-Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Commission, Mr. Boboye Oyemi, on efforts to ensure safety on Nigerian roads. But first, what are the stories that made headlines within the week in the nation's capital?
Some traders on Monday blocked a section of the Abuja Airport Expressway over the planned demolition of the Gusa market. The market serves the needs of residents in areas located on the airport road. The traders made bonfires on both sides of the road and prevented motorists and travelers from using the highway, resulting in a long queue of vehicles. However, Minister of Federal Capital Territory Malam Mohammed Bello condemned such act and promised to do something about it.
A number of the perpetrators of these acts used this protest to create extensive damage to property of people. I'm happy to know that some of them have been identified, they are known, and their objectives are very clear, which is criminality. The law will not pretend they are not there. The relevant security agencies will make sure that they face the full wrath of the law.
President Muhammadu Buhari met with the Food Security Council at the presidential villa. The council during the meeting promised to step up operations in ensuring a secure environment where efforts by states towards food security in Nigeria will yield the desired results. In achieving this, Vice Chairman of the Council and Governor of Kebbi State said that the newly constituted council meetings will hold as often as possible to help deepen the gains of the last 2.5 years by providing more opportunities for farmers.
On behalf of my colleagues, members of this party, we apologize.
The People's Democratic Party has apologized to Nigerians for the mistakes the party made while in power. National Chairman of the party, Prince Uche Secondos, made the apology at a public national discourse on contemporary governance in Nigeria. On behalf of the party, Secondos apologized to Nigerians for impunity, imposition of candidates and other mistakes made in the past.
When we were in government in 16 years, it was the era of impunity, imposition, and several other things that we may not be able to mention, God knows. And it was proper that when you make mistake, you come out clean and apologize and ask for forgiveness.
President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday stunned the National Executive Committee of the ruling All Progressive Congress by declaring the 10-year elongation granted to the party's National Working Committee as unconstitutional. The APC NEC had on February 27, 2018, granted the NWC and state executives 1-year tenure extension with effect from June 2018.
I have taken time to listen to my legal advisors constitutionally given to me in terms of the Ministry of Justice that our decision is contrary to both the party and the constitutional position.
The Independent National Electoral Commission says over 7 million eligible voters are yet to take advantage of its voter registration exercise. The chairman of INEC, Professor Yakubu Mahmood, however, says 7.9 million others have registered with Rivers, Anambra, Borno, Delta, Lagos, Cross Rivers, Osun, Enugu, Kano and Plateau states, making the 10 states with the highest registrations.
In 2017, we registered 3,981,502 citizens. But interestingly, in the first quarter of this year alone, from January to last week, March, when we ended the first quarter registration, additional 2,924,909 Nigerians were registered, making a total of almost 7 million Nigerians.
Following the intervention by the Minister of Finance, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, the stalemated Federal Account Allocation Committee meeting reconvened and agreed to share 647.39 billion naira to federal, states and local governments as revenue generated for the month of February. Mrs. Adeosun promised to meet with the Group Managing Director of the NNPC to resolve the issues that led to the state representatives walking out of the meeting the previous day. The state commissioners had walked out of the meeting earlier to protest the discrepancies in the revenue figures presented by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation.
Grand total being distributed today is 647,390 million naira. That's an increase of 11,836 over last month. So the commissioners and ourselves have held the meeting formally. We've adopted the accounts, and those are the amounts being shared. We've asked for a meeting with NNPC. There are reconciliation issues. Whilst the figure for this month is higher than last month, there are some issues that we want to take up with NNPC, but we felt that those issues notwithstanding, we should go ahead and conclude the meeting.
Welcome back. Traders at the Goza market clashed with security agencies as officials of the Federal Capital Development Authority demolished the community market. This week's episode of FCT in Focus looks at the Goza community market. Take a listen.